it's Mac Day. Friends, you all know that I enjoy my Macs. And I love Macs. I've got a legendary, I mean, it's just, Macs are special. They're just straight up special. I like my Macs. Let's go run some Macs. All right, friends. So if you've ever been around the channel, it's good to see you. Glad you're back. This old bar is spread pretty good. It'll sit in the bar rails kind of loose, this one now, but it's going to give us what we need. I might even take a second. Let's see. I just want to check something here, friends. Yeah, she's a little sloppy, but it's gonna get us where we want to go. But if you're ever in a situation where, friends, this is probably, well, not probably. Hang on, I got to get you guys tight. This is not probably. It is most definitely my oldest, worn out organ lightweight. I never experienced the D-Lam. They quit making them, friends? You know that, right? They quit making them, but right there's a driver, and it's 75. Yeah, it is, it's 75. So there it goes. So it's not horrible, and I'm not at the bottom of the rail yet, so this is good. So, but there is some slop. That's squeezing in there now, friends. Oh yeah. So let's see. Where's that chain that I just had? 75 drive. Does it get stuck anywhere? No, it doesn't. Is it completely tight? Not really, but it's better than it was. So friends, we got given that mitt full of them old power saws the other day on that job. Remember that Mac and that? I got one running. We ran it the other day in a video. But this 850, oh friends, the 850 is one of their best offerings, guaranteed. Same with the Super Pro 125, the Super Pro 81. So I'm just squeezing the bar here. These are my cherished old organ lightweight bars. I'm hoping to have them to the end. I take very good care of them. And that DGP oil, friends, I'm telling you, it does not, I haven't ground a bar in a year. I'm serious. I haven't ground a bar in a year. I can speak now to the wear value of that oil. We got bar tension now, friends. See? Watch. There it is. We're good. We're golden, actually. Okay. 32-inch bar on that Mac that buddy just gave us. And we're gonna go cut his wood up with it. All right, friends. This saw, you'll see on the channel at some point here, that it was the grandfathers who had this land. He's got old sheds and old shops and all that. And I showed a little blurb of an 850 that Neil dug out of his old shop over there, and he gave me a couple of power saws. They don't use them anymore. And what a freaking honor. It happened to be a Mac 850, friends. If you don't know, or if you're not familiar with an old McCulloch 850, they were, oh gosh, friends, I mean, such an animal. You saw the size of the bar that came on this saw. I don't know if you saw it or not, but it was about 16 or 18 inches long. And oh, by the way, for those of you that saw me hammer that apple tree, there she sits. We stripped half of her, there's half left. And you know what they told me later? They said it was a volunteer, so it don't matter. It wasn't planted there. It was a literal volunteer. So I'm gonna give you guys this. I love this stuff. I love being able to get an old saw, get her fired up, And I'm just going to dig in. Just forget the ramblings. Let's just get it going. I'm going to buck this in a way that I can, they got the smaller bars there. I'll get it down to here, but I'll just show you. I'm hoping I don't run into steel. I could run into steel. I don't know. It might not even need a choke. Nope. No choke. Okay, friends, so just so you know, I did nothing to this saw. I poured gas down the carburetor and I pulled on the trigger on my tailgate at the house. That's it. It idles like the day it came off the factory floor. Friends, you have to work with these saws. They're a manual oiler, but they're automatic as well. So you have to work with them, especially on big, pitchy fur. It'll get the job done. Like, I mean, look at this thing. 82 cc's. I just love these things. You have to wait for them a little bit though, and you can run them on the ragged edge like I do sometimes. I'll get into some tuning here a little bit, but this is the sound of the 70s, friends, okay? This is not the high revving saws that we're used to these days. You just have to work with them a little differently. This thing's gobbling. See, I give it a little tweak here now.
can rev, but you don't really want to do that. You're not gaining a bunch in big wood like this. You're better to have it a little fatter. Did you hear it go?
This will do this all day, this saw. It'll do it all day long. Listen to it. I said I just leaned it out just a touch. I want you to listen to what happens here. Check out how I do this and listen to the saw. It don't really matter which saw you got. If you work with it in its confines, like I'm just bucking this log now. I got to drop it. I got some air here. This thing has landed in a heap. Here it goes here now. I can feel it. It's just gonna break free now. And then I'll have to probably roll it out of there with a guy. It's a big log. Like I'm not bucking rocks. I'm just not doing it. Friends, do you want more of this? I mean, this isn't a show. I'm going to be doing this regardless whether I turn the camera on or not. Like that, I know there's a lot of people that love these old saws, but I mean, they're not the fastest and they're not hot rod. Well, they are hot rods. They're hot rods out of the factory is what they are. Tin Man built me my best 850. Iron Horse built me one. Donnie Walker built me one. But the 850 is, it's a different animal. I want, Tin Man, are you watching? Get in the comments, buddy. Can I send you another one? Why don't I send you a Super Pro 81?
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine.
Because I was busy making the dogs meals and our dinner for tonight.
Yeah.
On the old wood stove down below.
Yeah.
That'll be thirsty.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption. That was my wife asking me to water. She's got to go, so I got to water the hot. It's hot today, friends. Listen, friends, I got a lot of content with this saw cutting. It is running like a top, not a airly, not nothing like you the day you bought it off the freak. These 850s are crazy. They're crazy, but it would be nice to. Exhaust will help. I'm gonna put an exhaust on this one, friends. They're crazy. They're so beautiful. It's a 32-inch bar. It's a 32-inch bar. So I can continue to go along here. I think I'll do another couple bucks, but I mean, not a lot of people just want to sit here and watch this thing all do its thing here and grunting along, but I know some do. So I'm uploading it. What a treat. I love you. Thank you for being here. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. And Bob, I got your email about your son. We want to help you with that saw, Bob. Let us know. Let us know. Somebody just came up my driveway and dropped $100 off. It's sitting right there. I'm not kidding you. It's sitting right here. They dropped a card off. There's 50 of it right there. And there's another one there. And they dropped it off and thanked me and Lukey for bucking some or splitting some of their firewood. And I said, well, I don't want money. This isn't why we do this. And she goes, we understand that, but you saved us so much. Please just accept this. And I was like, okay, I will. But you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to give it to Bob to buy a 572 for his young 16-year-old boy. Because he's getting in, and this is the stuff. So make no mistake, friends. Giving has changed my life in ways I can't even begin to tell you. So if you're planning on helping somebody or giving or giving of your time or just giving someone a gift, just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Don't sprinkle some weird energy on it like, oh well, maybe this will pay dividends for me down the road. You've just wrecked it. You've wrecked it. You've put in the wrong energy on it. You've now turned it into a problem. It goes into problem zone. There's a big space for those. It's like a purgatory for gifts that weren't sent in the right intent. I actually have some of them here at my shop. A gift is a gift, and a gift is meant to keep a moving. I love you. Thanks for being here. Catch you on the next video. We got her freed up right there, friends. I just got to get maybe another man on there. Man, oh man, we're hitting the flashbacks, eh, friends? Where's my sunglasses? It's bright. So Rob from the graveyard, friends, just called me. He's got a maple. They got another property down there, which is right beside the graveyard. And there is a maple that's dying and limbs are busting off it now. It's quite a bit of firewood, probably a quart of firewood. I'm going to take, actually, I'm going to take a Tin Man 266 down there and go buck that up, fall it and buck it. And he wants me to buck it right out to, 4 inch or 3 or 4 inch, whatever. And the rest they can chip or do whatever they want with. But the 266 is sharp. I fired it up the other day. It runs nice. There's a 32-inch bar on it. We also did have the P38 out there. I've been running some of my vintage saws again, which I love. But when it comes down to like fallen jobs, like the one you're going to see in the next few days, I just finished a small job in Yellow Point. We get the Huskies out, friends. Oh, big news. My 592 jug from Ripsaw. Remember I took my 592 to Walker's and had Donnie or Johnny pull it off and send it to Ripsaw for CNC porting on my 592? That's to come too. I said it before. Work hard. Be honest. And be kind. And each of those little pieces of the stew, the recipe, are a design for freedom. True freedom. The kindness, well, that would mean giving. See you on the next video. Oh, I do want to say this. What was his name? Jason Holland. You are the newest member to our members group who just joined. I seen you in there. We got a group, a message, or a video that just went up on members. So I hope you're enjoying that over there, friends. I sure am. Thanks for being over there. Catch everybody on the next video.